Hello and welcome to day 2 of Premier Series here at ROC City Ninja in Rochester, New York. I am Kane, joined by Jamie for the amateur division. Once again at ROC City Ninja. We're wrapping up. You know, this is the beginning of the end for this series of qualifiers, I guess. This juncture. And I couldn't be more excited. What do you think, Jamie?
Personally, I'm really excited to see what this course has to offer. There's so many amazing competitors here that are going to be competing today. This is, again, as you said, the first division, and we're going to have 3 divisions today. So the skill level, it's just going to only continue to stack up as the day continues. So I'm, again, so excited to see what we're going to have today. You see on your screen, we have amateur male and female right now, and then teens in a few hours, and then we close off this entire division with the elites.
Yeah, you won't want to miss it, but furthermore, this is the first division of the day, so we'll cross that juncture when we get to it. But just know we have plenty more lined up for the remainder of the season. Of course, we have one more, the final weekend, I want to say, of August. Then we have a lot more where that came from.
And also through all of October as well. And that's going to lead up to our Premier Series finals, which will be held at the end of November at Modus and Lee Summit, which is actually where a few weeks ago we actually had a qualifier there for the Premier Series. So that's pretty cool to see that gym come back once again to be hosting the finals this time rather than just a qualifier.
Yeah, Donovan is an incredible course designer, so I'm sure we'll be in for something very, very crazy. But furthermore, let's talk about how our athletes got here. Of course, the top 25% in the World Championships or in the seasonal standings will be given a slot, or athletes we recognize as future talent or prodigies will also be given a slot to show their stuff in Premier Series. Why don't we get into the format, shall we?
So for the format, our competitors are actually going to be running 2 courses. So the first course that you can see all competitors run, it's going to be the placement course. So if you watched our World Championship a few months ago, think of it kind of like that, where if you fail, runs over, can't get any more points. But the main thing about the placement course is that it's actually going to determine the run order for the challenge course. So say you get last in the placement course, that means that you're going to be running first in the challenge course. And challenge course, that's going to be the one that ultimately decides who's going to be advancing to those finals in a few months and who won't. And the margin for error is honestly very slim, because I believe only 4 competitors every division qualify for said championship.
Well, it does depend, you know, considering there are going to be only 3 amateur female athletes. So, you know, 3 is obviously less than 4. So all they have to do is beat the 3rd obstacle on the challenge course. But anyhow, the remainder of our amateurs are going to be in for a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of this course is just crazy difficult from what we've seen. And alongside that, time has been pretty strict as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I feel like across this whole weekend, we've had
across this whole season.
no, just in this weekend, we've had less people finish the placement course than the challenge course. It's insane.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of crazy. And also, like, whenever you think of like challenge courses, you kind of think just, let's just get through one obstacle at a time. Time limit's not really a factor, but like now we're consistently seeing people like running out of time, like halfway through the course. Which honestly, before this season, I had not seen at all. Like the time limit had kind of just been like a non-factor, kind of just like the last ditch effort to get like a little bit of some pace going. But now it's kind of crazy to see like time limit actually being a deciding factor on challenge courses.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. With the exception, I want to say of Geelong, which was the first qualifier. It really does vary. I feel like from qualifier to qualifier because you're jumping into the mind of someone who is trying to design a course, and their intent from course to course will vary. Obviously, there will be common ground amongst every gym, but some people will want to go for something a little more strict. Some people will want to go for something where the difficulty lies primarily in the obstacles. So it's really up to them what they really want to do. It just seems like the course designers here at ROC City have wanted to get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, honestly, I would have to agree with that. There's a lot of obstacles here that I think could be very challenging. In a few seconds, we actually are going to be seeing the demo for our placement course. They're actually going to be attempting, I believe, 7 obstacles on their way to the buzzer.
Yeah, and this has been a pretty strict course. I feel like it asks a lot of our competitors. I feel like it's very reliant on your agility and your speed.
Yeah, and they also only have one try on the placement course. So, again, if they fail, they're out. And agility, that's one of those things that you just kind of have to have, like, on lock before you even step up to the starting line.
Yeah, that's something I hope to see in our amateurs here is that they really plan this out, route their game plan. Because if they don't, and they just try to wing it, they might have an earlier fall than they've expected.
You can see our tester currently on screen getting through those first 2 obstacles. First one, it was that kind of up and down balance swing called Balance Avenue, and then got through those cannonballs. And now, currently, right now, what we're seeing, it's another obstacle. It's called Winding Country Road. So, got to maneuver between series of those triangles and those lache bars, and then head into our 4th obstacle, lache lane, having no rest to get in between each of those. We're going to see a lot of competitors most likely trying to skip some of those laches. And after that, you got 3 more obstacles left, starting off with the ROC City Turnpike. Gotta get through that. And then
Hands are not
that,
allowed on those steps.
Following that, you're going to head into another obstacle. It's called the Harbor.
Oh, I'm seeing some rings.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting to see how these competitors tackle this. But you can see these competitors, they're going to have a lot of tricky challenges in front of them. But since a lot of this is lache heavy, I think I could see a lot of competitors conserving a lot, potentially, if they're feeling a little bit nervous. But I think there's a lot of people that might want to link a few obstacles here and there. But now we're going to get our look at the last obstacle here on the course. This is known as Sombrero Street. So that's the last obstacle before the buzzer. Oh, looks like our tester wasn't able to get through that, but that's all right. That just shows the difficulty of these obstacles.
I will say, based off what I've seen, according to the time limit, I feel like linking on the harbor is basically required.
Ooh, that's gonna be something to definitely look out for.
Like if you want to finish, you have to pull something off. It's not gonna be just a conservative run that will take you to the buzzer. So just as a reminder, there are 3 female athletes. There are 11, I believe.
Yep, there are going to be also 11 males. And what's going to happen is we're going to be starting off with the amateur female, so all three of them will run, and then we will go straight into the amateur males as well. And our first runner should be getting ready to start the course soon. That competitor is going to be Braylon, so she will be the one who is going to try and set the example for what these competitors are going to try and follow. You know, it's actually not going to be Braylon. It looks like we have someone else in the starting line, it looks like.
I think that's Quinn. Oh, okay, bye, Quinn. All right, well, that's fair.
All right, there we go. Now, here we go. Now, Braylon, one of 3 Canadians who is going to be competing here in the amateur division today is for the amateurs. So, Canadians in the minority here want to be able to at least get one of them to advance. Canadians really strong here. Let's see what Braylon is able to do here as the first runner of the day.
Yeah, just as a reminder, in October, actually, Canada will be hosting their first Premier Series qualifier, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, Braylon going around the bend into this.
And she so far is doing very good job so far. And I like what she's doing there on each of those laches. She's really utilizing her hips to swing back and forth, get to the succeeding ones. And what we're seeing so far is a lot of these competitors being on the taller side. So getting to each of those triangles, that's something that's not been a problem for her. And yeah, already through 4 obstacles, 3 more left.
Yep, oh no, but you can't put your hands on those steps. That will do it for Braylon's run. But still, it was a solid pace.
Yeah, honestly, that was a really great starting run there. I liked what she did on the stage there. She kind of just like glided through the air, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like swinging takes time, so cut out the middleman and go from bar to bar. That's the way to do it.
That's one competitor down, and we got 13 competitors left to go here. So one competitor unable to complete the course, but I think now that we got one competitor who has been able to show that most of the obstacles here are able to be tackled, it shouldn't be that hard for some of our competitors to hit the buzzer.
Yeah, I think the turnpike is a pretty deceptively tough obstacle, I feel. Again, those steps are feet only, so you really gotta lock it in.
Yeah, landing confidently on that, that's going to be a challenge for every single competitor to attempt that obstacle. Up next, this is going to be Raisa Zabrowski. So, we're going to see what she's able to do.
Yep, starting us off, being a little conservative on those beams.
But, I like that. Balance might not be some competitor's strong suit, so knowing that it's better to take it carefully rather than just risk it and potentially fall down, that's a very smart move there. Now, we got another obstacle here that's going to have some balance elements here. On obstacle number 3, the winding country roads. Got to find a good landing here onto those triangles.
Ooh, okay. Only taking 1 backswing. That's nice.
And I like what she's doing with her feet here. Hooking one side onto each of those sides, so that way she's able to not fall off, and now really utilizing her long limbs to get through these laches pretty efficiently as well.
Now, her pace is good. I would like to see her go a little bit faster, or she's going to have some time to make up.
She's going to have a big transition here to get over there. Looked like she was trying to just reach out for it, but unfortunately just could not connect. Gonna have to go for the jump. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Raisa continuing to go through that nicely.
Okay, well, 20 seconds into this, she's got to pull out something. She really needs to pick up the pace if she wants to have any hope of finishing this course. But she's not turning on the jets, and I think that's going to cost her.
Yeah, the time's just continuing to tick down, and yep, unfortunately out of time there. But still, a great run. That lands her already in first place.
Yeah, and I mean, given the circumstances, I think the best you can run is 3rd, so a little less stakes to it. But we're down to our final female athlete here, Caitlin Fitzhenry, at a strive.
Yeah, and now something about her is that she competed in 23 Tier 1 competitions this year, so Definitely no stranger to competing. Probably doesn't have a lot of preseason jitters.
Oh my gosh. That was a little unfortunate. Caitlin taking a. We were talking about jitters. I think there might have been a bit
I
of
really don't
jitters
even
in
know
that run.
I don't even know what happened there. It could have been like a wonky landing or something because kind of almost as soon as she touched that, she kind of just. I'm not really sure what happened there. But that's going to do it for our amateur females there. All three of them have ran. None of them were able to clear, but Raisa was able to take the first place for the placement course, and that's going to actually land her as the third competitor to run for the amateur females in the placement course. Now on the starting line is going to be Quinn Mitchell.
Yeah, Quinn might have had a little bit of a false start. He's really eager to run.
Yeah, we saw him earlier on the starting line. I think he might have thought that the amateur males were going first.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me that Quinn is so quick on the draw. He's from Next Level Ninja, and if anything, these Next Level Ninja kids really know how to move.
Yeah, they are so skilled, and I'm excited to see what Quinn's able to do. We already saw a competitor make it 5 obstacles in, run out of time. So with him already showing a lot of urgency even before his run, honestly, the sky's the limit for him.
Mashing on these cannonballs. Oh, skipping that final one. All right.
Trying to get a big turnaround. And to the dismount as well.
Okay, but a minute out. It's a little troublesome, and he's got to turn around here.
Right there. Ooh, let go of that trapeze. All right. Now, the best technique for this one is having a mixed grip heading into those trapezes instead of needing to turn around, because that way you're going to have the ability just to twist your body, but looks like Quinn not really having the best strategy on that obstacle, but still able to get through in a bit of a slow time. 30 seconds left for these laches, taking them a little slowly, but still able to get through pretty easily.
Yeah, I would say that 30 seconds is about the least you want to have going into the harbor, and Quinn, time is just not on his side.
Yeah, he's taking more of a conservative approach here on each of these obstacles. Wants to make sure that he's able to clear, but this is coming at the expense of the time. Less than 10 seconds left, trying to reach out. Ooh, might just have to jump for it.
Oh!
And pants touch, unfortunately. Oh, and you can see it. Just knew. Couldn't get that, unfortunately.
Yeah, Quinn taking a bit of a tumble on those steps. You notice that you land on the steep part of the step, and that makes the transfer a little awkward.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of these competitors are probably haven't trained specifically for, but I think that raw skill that these competitors are going to look for, that's something that we're going to look for here for Ethan Chan. The next competitor to run here, 5'10". What is he able to do?
Another Canadian in attendance, looking so smooth. Look at that, skipping about on the cannonballs.
Yeah, he looks really comfortable up in the air.
Look how many seconds up he is on Quinn.
Yeah, and I like what he's doing there. He immediately had a mixed grip heading into those trapezes, so that way he didn't have to turn his body. Took a few back swings, kicking over it, so that way. And look at that, same technique right there works out for him. Has to generate some swing before heading into that succeeding triangle, but still able to make it work.
Yeah, I feel like pace is a little better. I would say. As he comes off the laches, 10 seconds in the lead. Trying to keep this up.
Yeah, gotta get a good jump here. At 5'10", one of our taller competitors here so far. So what's he gonna be able to do? Oh, he got that. Okay.
That
was a bit of a wonky attempt.
Yeah, that was very sketchy, but Ethan, disaster has been averted. He's down to 10 seconds if he wants the point. I mean, he's got to do a bunch of links here. Oh! When the rings give way, Ethan down and out on the harbor, but bumping into first place, not too bad.
Yeah, and that sets him in a great place for heading into the challenge course.
Now we have Luke Washburn out of ROC City, so a bit of home field advantage.
Got the thumbs up on the starting line. Seems ready and eager to go. Here we go. Going fairly quickly through that first obstacle. Confident in the balance, it looks like. Now these cannonballs, you gotta get a perfect grab on them. And what he's doing so far is looks like having both hands on each of those cannonballs. Might not be the most confident in his grip strength, but still, as I say that, nearing the dismount of said obstacle. Oh, now he's gotta turn around.
What's going on here? I don't think he was confident in that dismount either, because he kind of had to carry some momentum into it, he thought.
Now, this is another obstacle you got to carry some momentum into. Got to get that side-to-side motion. He's got that right there. A nice redirection of said swing. And he's just going effortlessly through these laches as well. Not really been a lot of a problem. Now through that as well. And he's on a really good pace heading into this next obstacle as well.
Yeah, I would say it's okay, but he's taking a lot of time transitioning into that board. He's really got to speed it up, and he's not going for the step. That's going to kill his time.
Might be looking to get a potential regroup. Yep. He's trying to step out. Ooh. And now, what I didn't really like what he did there. He tried to place his outward foot onto that side of the triangle, and that just stunted any momentum because, honestly, all of it just kind of bounced back onto him. You want to get one foot on the opposite side so that way you can kind of pinch the triangle with your feet.
All right, Dominic Greco. Is that the Warrior Factory, I think? That's what it's looking like on his shirt. But anywho, doing what he can here. I like the little follow-throughs he was doing there. Puts him in the lead.
He looks incredibly comfortable here as he's going through the course. And I like what he's got there. He's got the lock-offs on the trapeze.
Yeah, I see that with the lower body as well. He's only taking one backswing. He's using the hips to redirect.
And look at that right there. If you want to talk about leading with the hips, that is a perfect example of that.
All right.
Now this is another obstacle where movement's key. Come on, what's he going to do? Go. Oh, he's going straight for it.
Oh, no!
No!
Not on Dominic. Unable to stay on that step. Brutal.
Yeah, that obstacle, I think that's going to be the crux point for this entire course. And now, signaling for some chalk on the screen, this is David Reimer.
Pretty tall.
Ninja in 2018, 7 years of experience. Here we go.
Oh, wow, that's a lot. No, he's on the taller side of things. 6'1", 6'4" wingspan, by the way, is pretty crazy because, your wingspan is usually about equal to your height.
So where did that 3 inches come from?
Well, that's a stat call. Oh, my gosh!
That was epic, taking full advantage of Rule 5 right there.
Yeah, and he loses. Yeah, loses the hat. Hopefully he doesn't lose any of his power. Wow, I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, but it's some of these competitors who are just innovators on the course. And yep, right there. Look at that. He just is able to wedge himself into there and get strong confident strides heading into the ring. Kind of slamming into it more. But look at the time. 35 seconds left. He is on a great pace. It sets up a link. Multiple links at that. Wow!
What? Oh my gosh, he just linked the whole thing. That was insane.
Okay, now 20 seconds left for this last obstacle. This could be our first clear here. For a second I was,
oh no! Oh my gosh, David, he almost had it. That's the one point I feel like where being tall actually doesn't help.
Yeah, but I gotta say, that technique on windy country roads, if anyone else does that technique, I think they're going to be in a great spot to clear because that eliminates a very time-consuming move there.
Well, nonetheless, David will be running pretty late in the challenge course, so I guess he can't beat himself up too much.
Yeah, he is going to be incredibly close to the end, so he's going to have a lot of insight on the challenge course, just due to the fact that a lot of people will have run before him.
All right. Well, Oliver Kelly, I'm kind of eager to see what he can do. This is his home gym, but he's been a runner for 12 years. So I hope he can carry some of that into this run.
Yeah, you gotta have a need for speed here on this course. And look at that, skipping some of those cannonballs. Confident up in the air. What's he able to do? Get to the end. Okay. And ooh, look at what he did there. He kind of paused in midair so that way he could set up a swing. And now just continuing to go through this course. Not going to go for the skip like we just saw, but still able to get through pretty quickly.
Ooh, nice. Kind of lanky shades there, but nonetheless, Oliver being quick about here. No!
Did he save it? Close. Oh, he's still in! He's still in. That's crazy.
Got a clothesline from the door, but it won't last much longer. Oliver, no.
I thought he was done there. How did he save that? That's incredible. I think what happened is, I think his nerves might have just spiked incredibly, and then, yeah, I think his nerves just kind of got the best of him there.
Yeah, but here is Jordan Ola. Now, yeah, I feel like when you make a crazy save on a speed course, or if you fall, it can kind of mess with you a little bit.
Yeah, because, you know, you got to think about moving efficiently, and having a small stumble, that could really get in your head quickly. And right here, Jordan moving very quickly. Oh, he might be looking for another skip. Oh. Might be sucking himself out here. That gap very far. Now, with a height of only 5'9", he is at a little bit of a disadvantage as opposed to David, who was able to just kind of fly through that. So, able to still get through it, but not at as fast of a pace.
Yeah, well, he's cleaning it up, I feel like. I think in general, if you are going for a technique, you should probably stick to it. Jordan stretching out. Oh, no!
No, he touches his hands. Now that rule of those B and feet only, that's been a real troublesome thing for all these competitors. Really benefits the taller competitors on that obstacle more than anything.
Yeah, I do agree that it is a rather height favored obstacle. Ben Whitmire from Ninja Mania. See what he can do.
Already through one obstacle. And it looks like what he might be doing is he's going for every cannonball. We've seen competitors do that before. Oh, never mind. I take it back. He's going to skip one of them. Has a lot. Looks like as he gets to the obstacle, getting more comfortable as he goes through it. Now, got obstacle 3 in front of him.
Not committing to the skip. I feel like if someone does a skip in front of you and it flies in the face of your game plan, stick to the game plan. Unless you're just really confident. And if you think you're really confident, you might not be, you know.
40 seconds left heading into these final 3 obstacles. So, has about 12 seconds, 12, 13 seconds for each obstacle if he wants to get through them. You spend equal time on each of them. Another competitor having trouble with the door. Trying to wiggle it back in place. Those doors, unfortunately, do not lock, it looks like. So, just going to need to hold out. Ooh!
Yeah, he's really in no man's land, I feel. Because, I mean, you gotta just jump. He wasn't quite lined up. Ben, yeah, those doors, it's proving to be a crux point of some sort.
Yeah, and with that, we enter our final 3 runners without a single clear, either an amateur male or amateur female. So, now the question arises of if anyone could complete it.
Yeah, well, we are on to one of our Canadian athletes. Ooh, Aiden Boyley. He's off.
Here we go. Got a minute 30 to complete 7 obstacles. Got the cannonballs up next. Series of 5. And then got to do a little bit of a spin here. Going for a quick dismount there. Didn't want to take any time getting through that. And now look at this body control here. He kind of just floated onto that triangle. But yeah, he's just kind of swinging his way through this course with ease.
Yeah, nice feeling of weightlessness for Aiden. Sticks that landing. And he's still in contention as he makes it on to the turnpike. But we've seen the dream die here in a second. Aiden.
Nice. All right. And he's got as well. Lands him already in second place. And, oh, we're going to be seeing another fast approach here. Not going to link all of them, but still going to efficiently get through each of these. And look at this technique so far. Throwing his body into each of them. Going with a static approach heading into this last one. Smart move. And now 16 seconds left for the dismount and this last obstacle.
Oh,
what is he able to do?
He's got to go. 10 seconds. He's got to move. This isn't what you want into this final obstacle. And he's not really putting the jets on. No, Aiden. Don't blow it here. No!
Oh! Time ran out just so close to the end, unfortunately. Before that time was ticking down, he was doing so smooth.
Those 2 backswings really killed his run because...
Yeah,
it's so tough gathering it as well because those are rings attached to a thing. If it was just the thing, then maybe it would be a little easier to get off it in one swing or so. But Ben, our second to last athlete.
He saw 12 competitors attempt to only kind of slammed into that platform. Hope he's all right. But saw 12 competitors attempt and fail this course. So got a lot of insight onto what works and what doesn't. Going a little bit slow as he's going through Cannonball Alley. Nearing the end right now.
All right, well, going around, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of his pace here. I think he needs to go, and he needs to go now.
Yeah, it's taken a very conservative approach on every one of these obstacles, which, yes, he's gotten through the obstacles, but time ticking down with every swing, backswing, every time he doesn't go for a transfer, that's just eating down on that time.
Like, this is not a course where you can play it safe and get through it. He puts his hands down. Ben, simple laps there. You know, when you're in the moment, the heat of the moment, it's so hard to think about that.
Yeah, you know, just reaching down with his hands. It's kind of almost like instinctual, but, you know, just trying to switch your mind off of doing that. That's something that's so hard to do in the moment.
Well, we're down to our final athlete of the division from the looks of it.
Wiping off those shoes, wants to make sure that he is perfectly ready for this run.
Yeah, Hikmat is actually sponsored by New Balance Canada. Ooh, that's crazy.
So that means that a lot of people have faith in him to execute when the pressure is on. Here we go. Getting ready to begin on starting line. Eyeing up the first obstacle. Carefully through it as well.
More power to you if you are willing to sponsor ninja athletes, make their dreams happen. But actually, Hikmat is on the older side of this field. He is 30. Most of these athletes, 15, 16.
And he's just going confidently through these laches as well. And now 3 obstacles left. Got a little under a minute left actually for it. Looks like he's on the taller side of competitors. So right here, what will he be able to do? Got a big reach out. Come on.
Oh, he has it. Oh,
nice. Got only one hand on the ring, but able to make it work. Just carry himself to the dismount.
It's funny, he gave himself enough time to breathe before the harbor, but he's got to pull out some sort of big moves. He misses the ape hanger. Oh,
misses
no.
again.
What about?
Going a little haywire on these holds, but gonna get through it still. And to get first place, he's got to clear. 10 seconds left.
Yeah, and he could still do this.
He is moving with a lot of urgency here.
Oh!
That dismount, come on.
No!
No!
Oh my gosh! Oh! His feet were on the platform.
Oh my gosh, I did not expect that when he went for the dismount. I thought he had that. I think my voice went up like 20 octaves.
Oh, that was unexpected. He did a little backflip on the way out. That was crazy. No finishers this time.
Yeah,
on the
what a
course.
way to end the placement course, though. With the most wicked wipeout that we've seen all weekend. On the screen right now, you can see the current competitors who are in the top 4. If the course ended right here and there was no challenge course, they would be the ones who would advance to the finals. But no, they've got the challenge course in front of them. David Reimer will be the last to attempt it, and they will be starting off with Quinn Mitchell. But first, it's going to be those amateur females.
Yeah, there's a lot more to play for. Yeah, it's just so tough. But these three, honestly, they put up a pretty good showing. I hope that they can get deep into the challenge course. Again, for the female athletes, all they have to do is beat 3 obstacles to go to the Premier Series finals. So it's a little more comfortable, I would say.
Yeah, you're not really having to compete that much with other competitors. Mainly, it's just yourself.
Yeah, but with that said, we not going to go to intermission yet. Again, we are going to be starting with Caitlin, ending with Raisa, and then Quinn will be 4th, then Luke, and so on and so forth. And we have
and it looks like
4.
Ben Burling or Colvin run under review.
Oh.
So that could potentially affect the placements here for this course.
Yeah, it might shift a couple of competitors down.
Yeah, it looks like it is. Gonna be heading up a little bit higher, it looks like. Gonna go from 4 to 6 points momentarily. So,
okay.
That means that he'll be 4th to last, actually. Instead of running 3rd.
Okay. Interesting. All right, well, with that being updated, we will have that be reflected in the challenge course run order. So don't worry about that. But we will be taking a quick intermission to set up the challenge course. In a few minutes, we will be ready to start things up again. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. We will be back.
See you then.
welcome back to the Premier Series qualifiers here at ROC City Ninjas. Again, Jamie and Kane back at it again with the commentary. We are going into the challenge course for the amateur athletes, which, as a reminder, is ages 15 and up. So, I mean, coming off the coattails of that placement course, I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, most definitely. No one was able to clear. We went 0 for 14, both divisions combined. Not a single buzzer hit. So that's kind of setting a grim outlook here for the challenge course, because that's going to be even tougher.
I don't know if it's that grim, though, because it was close. I think there were a lot of near misses, if you will.
Yeah, most definitely. Hikmat, that dismount, I will be thinking about that fail for a long time. Like, he was so close to, like, get into that dismount. So, like, I feel like with a lot of these competitors, they're so willing to, like, commit on a lot of these obstacles. So, for a course that's going to be challenging for them, I'm excited to see how they're going to tackle all of it.
Yeah, you know, I feel like with Ikmat here, I feel like we both fell with him.
Honestly, yeah, because we thought that would have been a clear. He like had the dismount, like one more backswing would have been able to make it, but it's so unfortunate to see when a competitor gets so close and just can't do it.
But there is a silver lining to this. Still one more course, you know, to play for. And this is the one that really matters. So again, it's going to be really important for our athletes to perform at their A game. For the amateur females, it's a little less important because they are basically already qualified as long as they don't fail the first obstacle.
Yeah, and then they'll pretty much be advancing. So, but for the amateur males, it's going to be a lot more tricky because, like 11 of them, they're going to be fighting for just 4 spots in the championship, which will be held in November. So, a lot more competition there. But thankfully for them, the challenge course has actually a bit of some different rules compared to the placement course. Placement courses, like if you pretty much like a lot of courses that you see, where if you fail out, can't really do much. But challenge course, there's actually it gives you the ability to retry some obstacles after you fail them, bar some exceptions. So, say you're running the course, you fail like the 3rd obstacle. You're able to try the 3rd obstacle again. However, you're only allowed to retry that obstacle once. And if you fail it, then you're out. But if you clear on that retry, you are going to be allowed to keep going to get a potentially higher score. And that can continue if you fail again, clear it. But if you fail a 3rd different obstacle, that's going to be the end of your run. You don't get retries for every single obstacle. But, you know, having the ability to try an obstacle again, that's most definitely going to shake off the nerves of some competitors who are potentially worried about an obstacle that they've never attempted before.
Yeah, just as a reminder, too long didn't read. You cannot fail the same obstacle twice, and you cannot fail 3 different obstacles. So, important to note for those who are a little confused about the retry system. That's roughly how it works. Yeah, I think we could get a buzzer. It's gonna be tough though. I feel like there are gonna be some big changes made for our older, perhaps more experienced athletes. We'll see how it goes though. Demo will be starting shortly.
Yeah, now something different is honestly also the obstacle count. In the placement course, they only had to face 7 obstacles, but here they got 12. They have to face 12 obstacles, and not only that, they still have to face the time limit alongside that. So many factors are coming into this. And you can see on screen, Risa Zabrowski, she was able to get essentially first place for the amateur female. So she will be the last one running out of them. So going to have the most amount of insight for those competitors. And on your screen right now, you can see every other competitor who will be running. Got 4 Canadians and then 9 Americans.
Yeah, I really like all the international competitors here. Hopefully we can see well, I think Braylon will definitely make it. Hopefully we can see. Yeah, wow, they're really late. I just realized. Interesting. Well, the hook slide up first, then the propellers. You shay about whatever. Let this split decision. That left path is way faster, but a little more dangerous. Right path is slower, but easier. You know.
So competitors are going to be really taxed on their I am tripping up over that word, decision-making abilities. There we go.
Then a couple of nunchucks. Then the floating boards. You do the 180. That is the intended route. I know we saw a lot of competitors take it forward the whole way around. Then Danny's crazy cliffs. Yeah, Danny and Bobby were the designers.
Yeah, and this course, incredibly difficult and also incredibly creative. A lot of these obstacles just look so fun to attempt. Flywheels after that, staple in pretty much every ninja gym. But that last one functions a little bit more differently. So, gonna have a mix of something new and something different. And now, what could be honestly the most fun obstacle in the course, the Bobby prop. Might be my favorite just because of the name.
That's going to be a tough obstacle because we see so many obstacles in Ninja test your pull, but not a lot that test your push.
Yeah. And honestly, also, with the fact that it's placed so late into the course, obstacle 10 out of 12, your arms, your body, they're going to be in so much like pain and anguish that there could be some competitors who just reach it and then they just gas out halfway through the obstacle. Our
Yeah, you'll notice
unable to complete the flying bar, unfortunately, though.
with that flying bar, you go from a cradle to one of those Pac-Man things from last year's what's it called, stage 3, and then you go into a cradle, and then you got to reach up for the buzzer. Well, it's on a platform.
Yes. So it's a pretty advanced flying bar. Flying bar, you usually see that in a lot of competitions, famous as last obstacle stage 3 on A&W, but, it's just gotten this reputation of being such a tricky last hurdle. So that couldn't be more truthful here. Our first competitor, Caitlin, might be getting ready to attempt the course soon enough. She will have to be essentially like the best way to describe is honestly like the guinea pig for the rest of the competitors, trying to figure out what strategies work, what strategies don't. But I have faith in her to put in a great run.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. You're really starting it off for the rest, and I think it's tough because
on nunchucks too.
I don't know. I feel like,
Okay.
in a way,
You know what? This isn't working.
this is a tough course. And when you run first,
Actually, you know what?
well, first of all, you don't have a lot of time to plan it out, and second of all, when you run first in a challenge course, you don't have a lot of beta to go off of course.
Yeah, and all eyes are on you.
So, on the off chance that you finish the course, chances are you've laid out all your cards on the table, and the others can really use that. Of course, hitting a buzzer here will almost certainly secure your spot, so shouldn't be too much of a worry. But still, you get the idea. You don't want to lay out all your cards on the table, but you might have to.
Yeah, no, something that I'm nervous about potentially is Caitlin's run also, because if you recall, during the placement course, she kind of fell almost instantly.
Yeah.
The way I could like interpret it as like a freak accident, but honestly, it also could have been strategic.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. And I think that's why the challenge course format here is so helpful because there was actually a time where in I believe it was True Functions Premier Series qualifier, I believe like 3 or 4 athletes failed the first obstacle, and we would have never known what kind of finesse they would have had under the surface if they didn't do 2 courses.
Yeah. Like, Ninja can't be judged strictly on, like, one course because some competitors might just have a bad day.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Or you just have a bad run and you can kind of pull it together. Honestly, it almost helps, but obviously you don't want to run first. You save a little bit of energy, I'd like to say.
Yeah, I'm really, again, I've said it so many times already, but I'm really excited to see what these competitors are able to do. I don't know how many clears we could possibly get. I'm predicting potentially like 3 clears, but even then, that might be too. I might be like over predicting or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, the outlook is going to depend on how this begins. This is a really humpy course.
Yeah, because if you see like 10 competitors fail in a row, that's definitely going to lower their morale, and competitors might be more easier to giving up rather than seeing 3 competitors clear in a row, and you've seen other competitors do it. That might inspire you to keep going. So it's just all about the results, and if you're able to just continue to persevere when the going gets tough.
Yeah, this feels kind of like a marathon, I would say. A marathon of a course. Some challenge courses, I do think, are kind of speed courses when you really break it down. But this is not one of them. I don't think anyone has finished this challenge course with more than 15 seconds left.
So resting is something that's going to need to be strategically conserved on these attempts. Caitlin Fitzhenry already doing better than she did in the placement course, getting through one obstacle. Honestly, yeah, I think it was strategic what she did. Oh! Unable to get through those propellers, though.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't think most people want to intentionally take a fall. But Caitlin, all right, come on. This is her final attempt on the propellers.
Will she be able to do it? Come on.
Dig
Go
deep
for it.
here.
She wants to be able to get it. Taking a lot of backswings here. Not seeming the most comfortable on it. Can she get it? There we go. Able to get it. But
Okay.
The job isn't over yet. Gets that dismount. Able to get it right there.
Okay. Probably going to want to take the right side.
How confident is she in her balance? Went down pretty much almost immediately on balance in the placement course. So just needs to stay confident and keep moving.
Oh no, she used that block as support.
Ooh, so now in a similar position where she was just a few seconds ago, where if she fails, she's out. What can she learn here on attempt number 2? Gonna keep going.
I don't think...
Don't want to touch that block. Come on, keep going.
Oh, okay, this is sketchy. No! Oh! Touches the floor!
Unfortunately, Caitlin Fitzhenry, that's where her run's unfortunately gonna end. Unable to complete the 3rd obstacle.
Yeah, it's just a testament to how tough this course is. I feel like this is not Caitlin's first rodeo. She's done this before, but Premier Series is a whole other beast.
Yeah, it's just such a tricky challenge. Braylon will be the next competitor to attempt this course. She was the first to run for the amateur females in the placement course. Now, has already seen one competitor run before, so gonna keep moving. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to get through 12 obstacles. Not a lot of time, but as I say that, able to pretty much get through the first 2 obstacles here in 15 seconds. So already in a great spot. And, oh, going for the left side.
Yep, leaping and bounding through the left side, making quick work of it, and now onto the skateboard. This obstacle was really tough yesterday, because that skateboard kind of gets stuck. No!
Oh! But I liked what she did there, honestly. She kind of tried to preset it so that way she wouldn't really have to be on a skateboard that much.
I think that is the right call, in my opinion. I think...
Oh, she's going to just opt to ride it. Scooting it a little bit forward. Big jump up. Come on. Got through that. There we go.
Really good. Now onto the nunchucks. Used to be a ring toss, but the rings have been foregone in favor of a bit of a grip test. Braylon, yep, facing forward. This is the strategy, I would say.
And look at that dismount. That was so smooth right there. Got a little bit so confident there. And you can tell she's very, very strong when it comes to grip. Now got some crazy maneuvers here, all these cliffs. Gotta swing back and forth. And now heading towards the end of that obstacle as well. Only used up one of her retries. So in a great position here as she enters this final third, setting up so many links right there. Wow!
No way.
Through the air.
Braylon coming out with
putting on a show.
Yeah, with the links. Now for the handstand body prop. Okay, this is gonna be tough. But she's making good work of it. Maybe she's practiced her handstands here and there.
It's such an awkward obstacle to attempt. You know, handstands aren't really something that you particularly train for Ninja because you really don't think you're gonna be doing handstands on obstacles. But Braylon able to get through. 2 obstacles left.
And with a minute, I think she might have enough time to bring this home. But it's all
most
about
definitely
these final 2 obstacles. She reaches out. And okay.
That's crazy right there. With those being free spinning.
Yeah, it requires a lot of wrist strength, a lot of grip, just a lot of things I would think would be burning at this point. But this final obstacle, so tough on its own. You got to land it in that Pac-Man, ratchet it over.
Oh, unfortunately, could not get it there. But still, got the retry. Can make it work.
Yeah, that's okay. I feel like she has enough time to really rest and give this one more great try.
Yeah, honestly, she could probably rest for like 15. Oh, never mind. She's going to just go straight into it. Wants to be able to clear with a good enough amount of time. There we go. Able to land it perfectly. Okay.
But the job's not over. One more
left.
cradle. Oh my gosh! Braylon is about to do
Get
it.
in his mouth. Yes, okay. Yes,
wow.
Okay. That was amazing right there. Just the second runner, able to get a hug, being awarded with a lot of claps. An absolutely amazing run right there.
Yeah, Braylon putting up a clinic here. You know, I didn't know if we'd see a finisher this early on, but Braylon showing us how it's done, and that is going to be a tough showing for our final amateur female athlete to follow up.
Yeah, that just was such a strong run right there. I am excited to see what Reza is able to do. Seeing 1 clear and 1 fail.
Yeah, kind of the duality, so to speak. Man, we've still got 12 more athletes left to go.
Yeah, so honestly, there's a chance that we could see competitors just racing towards the buzzer. In the event, there's a lot of clears.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of people here who are buzzer material. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, a lot of them so incredibly capable of hitting that buzzer at the end.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. I believe that most of the athletes here are on the younger side as well. So I think this is primarily young adult, I want to say. Some exceptions, but I believe Oliver and Hikmat are the only athletes that are above the age of 17.
Raisa very quickly through that. And I liked what she did there. She had a lock off, so that way she was able to get more control of those canes, able to get through more efficiently. Seems very confident in her grip strength, and already through 2 obstacles, heading over to a balanced one.
Looking solid, quick on her feet, and she's done it. She's going to Premier Series Finals. Locked in her slot. Let's see how she handles the skateboard. Channel her inner Tony Hawk here.
Didn't get a lot of momentum there on the skateboard, so now it's just a matter of trying to wiggle it towards the end. Now a big jump up. Okay, there we go. Got the cane into the cradle. And now some vertical holds.
Those nunchucks, I like this. Kind of placing one finger up near the top gives her a bit of leverage to play with.
And now you were talking about this earlier, competitors going forward on the unstable bridges. We're seeing that right here out of Raisa. That way, doesn't have to spin around. And now getting towards the dismount. Might be attempting just to build up swing near the end instead of just going straight forward like we saw with Braylon. Dismount up next. Oh, she was able to get that. For a second, I thought her toe might have tapped, but no, I think she just had a close call.
Yeah, it was a little close, but she survives. Raisa keeping it clean to the cliffs. Very well done here.
Yeah, she is just moving very comfortably through this course. Not really seeming like she's feeling a little bit awkward on any of these obstacles. Now just the dismount left to these cliffs. And got that as well.
Yeah, she's looking very smooth here. Shaking out. I don't think she needs to do the link. She's still in a pretty solid spot time-wise.
Yeah, she very well can clear. She is in the back third of the obstacle. So as long as she just continues to move, rest occasionally, she will be fine. There we go.
Right.
Already through another obstacle. 55 seconds for 3 obstacles, so it's very possible for her to clear. But again, this obstacle, the best way I can describe it is awkward.
You know, I like this, though. Keeping the body straight. I feel like if you arch your back there, it's just going to feel extremely painful.
Yeah, and it also will make it feel kind of like your body's curling in on you, but she looks very strong, and that way she'll be able to lead with her feet off the platform. Just bring those feet around, kind of like a mini cartwheel, able to get onto it. 22 seconds left for just 2 obstacles.
Oh, yeah, I lost a lot of time on that body prop. So, yeah, I didn't even notice. It just slipped out. Maybe she didn't even know. Yeah, I won't have enough to beat this obstacle. That's going to do it. But still, a really strong run there. It does fall, but... Oh, 989.
She'll have like a split second to get a redo, it looks like. Potentially. Oh, never mind.
She's good. She has 989 minutes. Never mind. I'm kidding, of course, but yeah, great run there out of Raisa. That was an incredibly smooth body prop. And that will do it for the amateur female division. We actually got a finisher.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. And Braylon and Raisa, they're going to be advancing, I believe, to the finals, which will be in November.
Yeah, but we still got a couple more athletes to go, of course. There are 11 left. We're not even
halfway.
Third of the way in. No, we're not even a third of the way in. That's how not far along we are. We've already got a finisher. I'm really happy with how this is transpiring.
Yeah, we very well can see another clear.
All right, well, Ben's going first. Interesting.
So getting ready on the starting line. Now he is out of the Riverdale and the Bronx, New York City, and trains at Empire Ninja in Yorktown and going into his junior year of high school. So got a lot on his plate heading into this. And his 3 favorite kinds of obstacles are laches, skyhooks, and deja vu. So that's a lot of tech there. So in the event he gets to flying bar, I think he'll be in a good position. But gotta be able to get there first. Struggles a bit with foot dexterity, but you would not know that there from that run. A very clean result there through split decision. And now another tricky balance obstacle in front of him with the skateboard. Oh!
Yeah, you know, the good news is, I feel like there's only like, what, 3 obstacles that challenge the balance. And one of them is full throttle, which no one has failed all weekend, so he should be good after this.
It's one of those obstacles where, oh! Can you say that?
Okay. Yeah,
he's still in it. For a second, I thought he touched down, honestly. But he's still in it. Come on.
I think he's trying to get close enough. He's trying to get close enough to where he can make that hop. What? What just happened? Oh, no, I know what happened. The skateboard, he was jumping too far forward. When you're on a skateboard, you got to jump up. Unless you want it to kick out on you like it just did.
So, unfortunately, that's not the result that he wanted there. You can see him definitely disappointed with that, unfortunately.
Yeah, and just like that, we're moving on to Quinn out of Next Level Ninjas. That's our first run of the amateur male division, so we'll see how he moves here. I'm noticing the slap chalks, courtesy of Joseph Rouse.
All right, Quinn Mitchell. Here we go. Getting ready. Here we go. 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
He's got some experience under his belt. That's something I just noticed. He has 24 competitions. That's a lot. I mean, we've seen upwards of 30. These ninjas are dedicated.
Yeah, and that shows that there are no strangers to competition. So having nerves, that might not be something that critters expect. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think he stepped a little off and it flicked that beam over. So, gonna try the right side just to stay alive here. I don't think you want your run to end on the 3rd obstacle.
Yeah, that would be less than ideal here. And so far, moving pretty confidently through. Come on, there we go. Able to get the dismount there. And now, heading into skateboard. Another test for balance.
What's he looking for here? Going for speed! And gets it into the trapeze. Quinn now onto the nunchucks, grabbing nice and high to keep himself from slipping down into oblivion.
Who almost spilled over there on the platform, but able to regain his balance. Got obstacle number 6. He's unstable bridges. 2 minutes left. Gonna keep moving up here. Taking some slow things, slow transitions, but a big jump out. Skips like half of that second board. And a big transition there off of the dismount as well. Now, Cliffhanger's up next. Really going to test his pinch grip here. Was a little bit tested heading into the unstable bridges, but here, this is going to be a full challenge right here.
Yeah, Quinn.
Moving ledge, so difficult.
He's straight-armed. I'm not sure I like that, but he still makes it, so I guess I can't fault him on it.
Yeah, being fully extended on cliff ledges, that's not a good sign for your grip strength. You want to make sure that you got a lock off, so that way you're able to really engage those finger muscles. Able to get it, though.
Yeah, regardless, I mean, a minute, it's not the best amount of time you can have. I think you need a little more. That body prop takes a lot of time to do. So Quinn
getting ready for his big transition.
Ooh, links all around Quinn, knocking it out of the park and onto full throttle. A fulsome creation. Now, okay, this is going to be tough.
prepping to try and get up it. Doesn't really seem the most comfortable in the air. It's one of those things that it's just such a wonky thing to attempt.
Yeah, again, this is the only obstacle on the course that strains the triceps. Most of them are the biceps. Oh,
try and touch down.
My gosh!
Did he touch?
That was close. Nope, they're giving it to him.
Oh! Okay, he's good. All right. 7 seconds left. Unfortunately, not gonna get through this obstacle, but still, the fact he got through Bobby Prop is insane.
Yeah, Quinn, great run there. Shaking his head, I think he's dead, but you know, still, fantastic run there out of Quinn. Even with the slip up on balance, was able to go the extra mile and get to the second to last obstacle.
Yeah, it was so good. He spent all 3 minutes and 15 seconds of that time limit fighting. And now up next, Luke Washburn will be attempting to be the first clear of the amateur males.
Yeah, again out of ROC City, obviously he hasn't attempted these obstacles, but he's familiar with the environment, so it's got to help somehow, some way.
So far, looking like it. Already through one obstacle, and now got these propellers in front of him. Good right there. But now, spin a little bit. Gets the dismount.
Okay, well, Luke doing just fine. Going on the left side, and it serves him well. Luke, onto the skateboard, though. This is a choke point, I would say. Really tough obstacle. You don't have your center of mass right. Oh my gosh!
He jumped straight for a skip.
He jumped. Oh no. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was a great move. Fortunately, just could not work out there. Now, with one attempt down, what's he gonna do here on attempt number 2? Because if he has a similar result and fails, that's it. I think he's eyeing up for a big transition again.
Okay.
Go for it. Come on. Yo, it works. And that's a great way to save a lot of time, not getting caught up on the skateboard at all.
That first attempt, I think he might have just dabbed on the floor. So, yeah, second try was, in fact, the charm for Luke Washburn.
Moving so strongly here. Getting some chalk for this next obstacle, these unstable bridges.
He's pretty tall, I'm noticing, so able to jump about halfway down the board, I don't know, but setting himself up near the end. That should be a pretty solid dismount.
Got that right there. Very confidently. Got both feet onto the platform. Got the cliffs up next in front of them. Oh, and it looks like he might be a little bit exhausted there on the... Taking some time to catch his breath. Minute 30 here for the cliffs.
Might be going for something here.
Yeah, I think that could be something as well. Not afraid to make big moves, but I do not like this technique. Fully extended. Might want to bend those elbows heading into this big cliff transition. It just peels off. Yeah, those ledges are so thin. You gotta come into those so perfectly just to be able to pinch onto them. Luke unable to do that right there, but still. Got attempt number 2 in front of him right here.
I will say that I think straight arm is fine on the Dorito, but obviously I think it's a little tougher when you're trying to build it up and you're facing back. It's not easy. And you can see it there, Luke. He needed a little more leverage to get onto the Dorito, and he's been undone. Still, I like that skateboard technique. That was insane.
Yeah, that was so good. Any other competitor who's about to run should honestly look to emulate that result, because that saves a whole lot of time.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you're tall, then do it. If you're not, then it might be a little out of your league.
Yeah. But up next, this is going to be Ben Whitmire. 15 years old, out of Southbury, Connecticut.
Yeah, the state on his shirt, that's New Mexico, right?
I do not currently have the best visual on it right now at the moment. but I'll take your word for it.
I want to say that's New Mexico.
Yeah, I think that's Mexico.
Oh, okay. Well, he will not be given credit for that obstacle. He's got to go back.
And that, unfortunately, is going to eat up one of his retries that he could have potentially used later on in the course.
I was wrong. That is Arizona.
That's Arizona.
Which is, okay, to be fair, it's right next to New Mexico. So
okay. But, you know, I've never proclaimed to be a geography wizard, so it's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. But Ben, well, he's going around the globe right now and into the skateboard. Perfect form. Now.
Yeah, he is just doing so good here.
Despite the slip up on the propellers, he is ahead by a sizable margin. Okay. Well, not much of an issue. Doesn't have much strife with it. Ben.
Go for a big transition.
Right, Ben. Chalking up before the cliffs. I think that is indeed the right call. And, okay, perfect form on the Dorito. Yeah, as you see there, that is a 3-ball limiter, which on its side is, you know, super lip. So very comfortable grab. Then onto the spinning ledge, but because his hands are so close together, they don't really spin.
Yeah, very strong there when it comes to being able to stay centered. Now, what is he going to be able to do here? Looks like he might actually be attempting, no, not going to be setting up, like, just focusing on, again, from each of the flywheels to the succeeding one. This third one behaves a little bit differently. Now the dismount's up next.
No, he's short! He's short of the dismount. Yeah, I don't think I think he had a game plan mapped out for that, where he wanted to take one backswing and go, but he wasn't quite aware of how that moves, and the second try, he peels out on that flywheel. Unfortunate, then down and out on the flywheels.
Yeah, he was looking so good up until that point. It's just, that dismount cannot be overlooked, unfortunately.
Well, just like that, we are on to Dominic. That is Warrior Factory, I believe.
Getting ready on the starting line. He has 12 brutal obstacles in front of them. Still no amateur male finishers.
It's got to happen sooner or later, but we'll see if Dominic is up to the task. He's got his hands right over. He's ready. He's eager. I think that's the fastest I've literally seen anyone do that.
Yeah, he's just going so swiftly through this. Very strong strides there. And yeah, I think he's most definitely trying to get through this first half efficiently, so that way he can really spend some time resting heading into those final 2 obstacles specifically.
Soared over the skateboard. And was he doing lockoffs there? I don't know. He's looking really strong.
I think he might have.
And steering himself to the right angle there. And now, it's only been 45 seconds. He's on to the unstable bridge. Hey, well, luckily that is not a start-finish platform, so Dominic, on to the cliffs. This is looking like
he's been on the course for just a minute.
Yeah, say it ain't so. Dominic, 20 seconds in the lead, by the way. Very powerful stuff. Now faces the flywheel. Go for any crazy links. One backswing and
whoa!
Whiff. He airballs that.
He was definitely going for the link, but just in the middle of it, could not get that perfect, like, could not get the pre fully executed.
All right. Attempt number 2. Maybe don't do the links this time.
Right, yeah, definitely having a more conservative approach as he gets to this obstacle. Got the dismount as well. And now here is the Bobby prop. Ooh, taking some time to fully line up for it, but here we go. Minute 22. Got a first transition here between those. Oh! Kind of collapses there.
Yeah.
This obstacle proving to be such a difficult challenge. It's such an abstract obstacle.
I was noticing his arms were kind of bowing with each move, and those gaps
Ooh, here they are.
Easily forgive it. Come on, reach out. With a minute, no,
not that
way.
Bring the legs over. Oh my. That was a great save. You could see those legs swaying the wrong way and him fighting to correct that. That was amazing.
All right, Dominic pushing it forward, and that will enable him to get onto the second one. He's got plenty of time. Dominic, get onto that third one. He reaches. No more retries for Dominic.
No!
That'll do it for his run. Oh, man.
But that places him in first.
Yeah, he's still in first, but man, it could have been so much better. He was on a roll.
Yeah, he was just doing so good. His save on Bobby Prop, that's something that I'm going to remember for a long time because being able to correct that, like, your lower body, like, once it starts swinging one way, being able to redirect that, that is so incredibly impressive.
It's also easier because he's against a wall.
Yeah, but he's also upside down.
Yeah, that too, I guess. But, you know, anyway, Jordan Holub, I like his odds because he's done, like, he has a 11-minute dead hang.
Yeah, no, something about him is that he's also a Lego fanatic, so immediately has a lot of support from me, at least.
And the early parts of this, kind of the building blocks to a good run. You have
I see what you did there. That's smart.
If you have kind of a subpar early, I don't know, run, it can really mess with the later parts, I would say. You gotta have it all together to get a buzzer, I would say.
And he's also a competitor who's at the very top of each of those spikes, able to work out for him. And now Isaiah Ridge is not going to chalk up. Seems confident with what he's got in the tank at the moment.
Honestly, you probably don't even need it for that because you have as much room as your fingers will allow. Not chalking up, okay, I'm eating my words. He is just that confident.
Yeah, and it looks like that confidence is definitely warranted because he's just flying so swiftly through this. And I liked what he did there, heading into that spinning ledge. Instead of swinging with his legs fully forward, he had them out so that way he could maximize how back and forth he could go without accidentally kicking and starting to have that cliff ledge spinning.
Oh, what?
Oh, what was that?
I don't know what that was for. Jordan, well, into the flywheels. It's on to that third one. Big twist around. Find platform.
And he's also on a great pace here heading into the Bobby prop, but we've seen a lot of good times, a lot of good paces just be eaten up here. And ooh, you can see him definitely fighting here. With every arm placement that he does, you can see his arms kind of trying to counteract the weight difference.
I don't know, he's looking more comfortable than Dominic.
But able to land on the platform.
Hey, he's about neck and neck. If he beats this, he does have a retry as well. So, he has a bit of leeway. Okay. Go for the lâché or the reach. Goes for the lâché, but it spins out! Oh my god!
Oh, man!
That went rolling on him. Okay. No more retries here for Jordan. But he has enough time to do the rest of this. He does have the time. Big jump out!
Ooh, that's a smart move there. 26 seconds left. Get to this last one. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Dismount up next. Okay, lands him in first place, but you know he wants to clear. He wants to be able to hit the buzzer. 15 seconds left. There is absolutely no time to rest here. Utilized all of his retries. So, make or break.
Oh! The Pac-Man.
Unfortunately, that's it.
I feel like Pac-Man is kind of, it's a pretty small surface area to get the bar lodged in, but still an incredible run. The first to get through the battering ram.
Yeah, it was just such a strong run. And, you know, having the retries be available for people in the Premier Series, that's something that just makes the World Ninja League, the Premier Series, so unique because a lot of times you just can't attempt obstacles, but, you know, having that insight to see what works, what doesn't, that's something so cool that the challenge course offers. And you can see every single one of these competitors taking full advantage of that rule.
All right. Oliver Kelly, the ROC City athlete. Actually one of our only athletes that is above the, he's one of our only adults here. So a little bit
to the left side.
Oh man, we'll stumble on the balance. Try it again. Oliver eyeing up the skateboards, does a big jump out, was almost weightless on that platform. And redirects hips into the platform. Looking pretty good as he goes onto the boardwalk.
But he's going to start being a little bit conscious of the time here. As he's getting near the end of it, what's he going to do here for the dismount? Just build up swing, taking a very big dismount. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad pace. I think he could stand to move a little faster, but I think that is just a universal with this kind of course.
And he's doing good so far on these cliffs as well. Got both hands on the moving one and now got the spinning one in front of him as well.
Oliver, I believe about half his time has gone. Now, see how he goes about this. Doesn't go for the link, but he does set himself up, doesn't kill his swing. Oliver fixating on that platform and going through full throttle. The minute left into body prop.
So bring those legs up. Despite the wonky start on the body prop, he has effectively gotten a better technique on it as he got through it. And now 40 seconds left here for these last two obstacles. And another competitor going straight for the skip.
Oh!
Wow! We have not seen a competitor do that since the amateur female division. But look at the time. 25 seconds. He has enough time to rest if he wants to. Really doesn't have to go until, like, what, 10 seconds? But here we go.
No!
Oh, no! Okay, now this is where it's gonna be interesting to see what he's able to do here. 17 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
last obstacle.
He has
Make or break.
A little bit of time to rest as well because the clock is frozen. Gotta breathe. Gotta dial it in. He can still make this. He's in. Gotta do one more.
All right,
movement.
10 seconds left. I think you can do it. Come on. Come on.
Yes!
Okay. Get
that dismount. Go for the buzzer. No!
He did it!
No!
No! I thought he had that!
Oh!
What happened? Oh, I think the toe tapped.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a good look at the replay, but yeah, I believe his left foot tapped down on the ground. You only got 1 foot on that platform. And it misses out on the last possible jump. He just had to move.
Oh, you can see it right there. Got both feet on it at the, but he got on the edge. And then gravity pulled him back, unfortunately.
But with 4 more athletes to go, it's very likely he will be going to the Premier Series finals, so he can at least rest easy, knowing he's very likely safe.
Yeah, mathematically, the lowest placement that he can possibly get now is 5th.
So not the worst position, and getting that deep into the course in that amount of time is pretty good.
Yeah, now up next, Ethan Shan will be our next competitor to run this course. What will he be able to do? Seeing 8 amateur males attempt and fail this brutal course still. Only 1 clear, and that came from Prelude, which was, by this point, 10 runs ago.
Yeah, I think it's just, this course asks so much of our athletes. It's a very full body kind of thing. There's a lot of balance. There's a lot of cliffs. There's a lot of finger strength. Stuff that requires, I don't know, linking. It's just, it has it all. I like this course. You know, it's a really well engineered sort of thing.
Yeah, and like every obstacle, it's positioned in a way where you literally cannot count any obstacle out. First obstacles, they're always interesting because sometimes they're like crazy easy, but here with like having those cans, that's a very chokeable obstacle. But going into propellers, having that hand placement, having hand-eye coordination, that's something that's so important. Having 2 balance obstacles in a row with that split decision and then the skateboard, again, that's something that will give your hands a rest, but that will come at the expense of, if you have weak balance, you might be going down.
In a way, I feel like balance is a pretty good equalizer in Ninja. Like, you could have insane grip, but if you are not, if you're not prepared, balance can absolutely wreck you.
Oh, yeah. Ethan should be getting ready to start the course soon enough. Now, he started Ninja in 2023, so only got 2 years of competing under his belt, but still able to make it to Premier Series. So that is definitely an accomplishment there.
The crazy part is I've seen quite a few athletes that started in Tier 2 this year and are in Premier Series. So the progression is real.
And he's doing great so far, already through 2 obstacles in about 20 seconds. And going for the left side here, split decision. Feels confident in his balance, racing through. And now has a skateboard in front of him. Will be seeing a skip. We will not be seeing a skip. We will be seeing a cautious approach. Works out for him. Ethan Shan able to continue to keep moving.
Ethan, that was one of the best skateboard attempts I've seen.
He stayed forward pretty much the entire time.
Ethan, I don't expect much issue with this. It's just, I don't know, it's a bit of a strength trainer, I feel.
Yeah, but also at the same time, since the fact that they kind of wobble, it could very well take someone out if they're not 100% focused. Ethan Shan, pretty much the definition of focused at the moment. 6 obstacles down, 6 to go. Got these cliffs in front of him. Each ledge behaves differently. One that's static, one that swings, one that spins. So, I like what he's doing here. Flipping back so that way he won't have to do kind of a rotation in midair, and that gives him perfect send into that moving ledge, and now has to get a big transition into the spinning one as well. Can he hang on? He's got that, and now just the dismount up for the cliffs. Come on. Able to get that there.
Smooth. Ethan, I mean, he's looking very composed. But I think I'd like to see him move a little faster. No, he second guesses himself. Okay, well, now the pressure's a little bit on. He's got to beat this one shot. Come on. Don't crumble under the pressure, Ethan. No!
Oh! And flywheels, this is an obstacle that has been a Ninja for so long, and I really didn't think it would be a threat, but here's another competitor who's not able to complete it.
Yeah, I can't believe he wasn't able to hang on to that.
Yeah, flywheels in 2025 still a very big threat, just as much as it was when it debuted just 9 years ago.
All right, well, Aiden Boyle, another Canadian athlete. I think we're getting 3 back-to-back-to-back. Placed third, I believe. Made it pretty deep in the placement course, so he's shown us he's a very capable athlete.
Yeah, he is very much showing that right now. Here we go. Got another obstacle in front of him. Balance will be tested. Unfortunately, was unable to get it.
Yeah, it was too far forward, I would say. Completely spilled over the skateboard.
But here we go. What has he learned from attempt number 1 that will give him the edge here for attempt number 2? Leading a lot forward, almost veered off the front, but able to stay in a good position. Gonna need to jump up instead of jump forward whenever he's ready.
Yeah, he's got to scoot it forward.
But there we go, able to get through it. And now Aiden Boyle now onto another obstacle here. These vertical spikes.
Yeah, that was a major time sink, though.
Banged into the side, but now able to find the dismount. Hopefully that didn't knock the wind out of him or anything.
Yeah, well, luckily that is very well padded. The World Ninja League prides itself on having very safe competitions.
Yeah, but still going straight into the padding still. Could definitely, because you could see it in his face, he was kind of like, whoa, I did not intend to do that. Aiden Boyle can continue to keep going here.
Now a couple extra swings into this. Aiden is there. Get that dismount, and he will be onto the flywheels. Now, I believe with 2 more athletes ahead, or up.
Yeah, 2 more athletes ahead after him.
Yeah, he's got to beat Jordan's time to the battering, or not the battering ram, the final obstacle. Oh, but he's going to burn his final retry on the flywheels, out of all things.
Yeah, these flywheels still, again, a very, very tricky challenge. Been in the sport for a decade, but still, very strong eliminator here. Come on, get the next one. Okay, got that. But now this last one behaves differently. So what does he have left in the tank? Able to lay it onto it. But this dismount is going to be so wonky considering the fact that it's moving independently. Gets that dismount. Okay, there we go. 47 seconds left. Got that. And now in the event he is able to get through this obstacle, he will put himself in a great position. Come on.
I don't know. He's got to beat it soon because Quinn, if he doesn't beat this before Quinn does, he will be off the leaderboard.
Ooh, did he get it? Did he get it? Is he safe? Oh, okay. He's on the leaderboard. Okay.
He's in, but he's on the bubble now. That's what this is about.
Yeah.
He's got to beat this if he really wants to keep himself safe. That would bump him into 3rd.
One more left.
No! Oh! Yeah, he just ran out of steam.
That's gonna be it for his run.
Yeah, he just ran out of steam. I feel like, yeah, he had to scoot that forward. That was a little tricky. He had that miss on the flywheels, but was able to correct it on his second go. He's in. I mean, it's going to be a tough position, but he can still advance. But it's going to come down to what these final 2 athletes end up doing.
Yeah, and with that run, the people who are currently in 1st and 2nd, they've mathematically advanced themselves into the championship. So these last two runners to run, Hikmat and David, are attempting to be the last two to get in. They've seen 9 competitors run. What is he able to do? Now, you might remember in the placement course, Hikmat almost clear. He was one unfortunate dismount away from getting the sole buzzer in that. So we know that it's possible for him to be able to clear. We almost saw it. So here we go.
Again, sponsored by New Balance Canada. He's actually the oldest competitor in this division. And, you know, he's showing with age comes wisdom. He's showing the young guns how it's done.
Yeah, going so swiftly here through. Had a slight stumble on the skateboard, but considering the fact that he's just continued to persevere through this course, you would not be able to tell. Going to set up that dismount very quickly as well. 225, not even been on the course for a minute, and he's already halfway through.
And now he's swinging, he's swinging kind of back and forth. Curbs the swing into the Dorito. Now, Hikmat reaching.
Going to try and static for it, but that thing spins. Not going to be one of those things that's going to be easy to grab to static it. Oh, goes for a little bit of a 1-2 punch, but able to get it. And also lands a dismount as well.
And yeah, he's a couple seconds ahead, going to chalk up into the flywheels, make sure he can keep his grip in check.
Got the next one, and I like the amount of control he has. You can see he's very confident there, and look at the amount of swing he generated just right there on that last flywheel. Didn't even need to jump that much. He kind of just touched down to the dismount platform.
All right, well,
and I think Hikmat could clear.
He's in 6th place already, so he can probably bump himself up, provided he gets through this. Come on, Hikmat. He's there. And that will bump him into 3rd.
Mathematically guarantees the fact that he will be advancing. It's just a matter of what placement he's going to get.
All right.
Only 15 seconds ahead of the pace. Can definitely afford some time to rest here.
All right. Dig in to the pipe. He's going to reach out for it, and it works. Hikmat on the final obstacle. He's in 1st.
45 seconds, not even used a single retry yet. So he could also take a hot minute here on the platform just to rest. Shake out those arms. Oh, but no, he's going to go in 33 seconds. Come on. Oh!
Yeah, that right side didn't go where it needed to. And now, his final try on this obstacle, will it end with a buzzer? Luckily, getting some time to rest because that timer is frozen, so it adds a little bit.
Getting ready. 25 seconds left. Last attempt. Come on. Oh, he didn't get it, unfortunately.
No way.
He was so smooth up until that point. There's a chance that this could go no finishers.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? It was the right side both times. I think the issue was he was taking a mixed grip, and when you extend your arms with a mixed grip with a bar, it's uneven typically. That kind of might have messed with them. But David is our final athlete of the amateur division. Can he be our first and only buzzer of the division?
He's moving very confidently here through those first 2 obstacles already. Knows the point where he has to get. Top 3 have already guaranteed their spot in the Premier Series Finals. This last spot will either be going to David or Dominic, depending on who gets to the battering ram faster.
Enormous jump there. David trying to go through here, kind of spinning about on those nunchucks. And big jump. I really like this. He is very, very tall. He's 6'1". Wingspan is 6'4".
And he sets up that dismount perfectly as well.
To him, there's no great feeling than establishing connections with people over a common hobby. Loves the thrill of flying through the air. Oh, that was close. His feet almost grazed the floor.
Yeah, being on the taller side, that's one of those things that you're going to need to look out for.
It's a double-edged sword, I feel.
And now this is an obstacle where some competitors have come up short of the succeeded wheels. Being on that taller side will definitely help him here. Just gotta make sure that he has enough in the tank.
All right, plenty. Oh, he's going for the links. David!
Is he gonna go? Wow! All right, gets that dismount quad. All right. And with that, he goes from being 4 seconds behind the pace to being 2 seconds ahead of the pace.
Yeah, good catch there. He is bumping hopefully into the lead. See how he's going to handle the body prop. He's got to do a little cartwheel.
Minute 14. Got one more big transition here. Bring that other hand around. Oh, no, go for an early dismount. Works out for him.
Still.
Now that lands him in the top 4.
Yeah, he's in, but still got to finish this out. Do what no other athlete has done. He's kept it perfect to this point. He can do it.
Yeah, but he looks a little bit winded, it looks like, actually. Taking some time on the platform and not going to go for a skip. Nope, I take it back immediately.
Yeah, we knew he could do it.
Skip immediately.
Ooh, his arms fully extended there. He almost peeled out. David in third now. To win the competition, he has to beat this obstacle. He has 2 attempts.
20 seconds as well. The time's going to keep ticking down. Come on. Okay, that's one.
Okay, it's ratcheted forward. David in there.
Yes, okay. Okay.
Oh,
it could happen. Moving. It could happen. It could go.
Come on. David. Going up. He's got it. David Rima is our only buzzer in the amateur male division, getting fist bumps all around. The final run, winning the competition as a whole. And that will do it for the amateur division. Wow.
That was absolutely spectacular. You know, it took 10 runs to get it clear, but, you know, when it mattered the most, we were able to see David be the one to pull it off and actually had a perfect run. No fails, no retries needed whatsoever. Got the dismount that we had not been able to see completed since we saw Braylon. And here are the 4 competitors that will be advancing. David Reimer, Heat Mac Halleck, Oliver Kelly, and Jordan Hollub will be advancing to the next round.
Wow.
So they're absolutely, their runs, their placements were more than deserved. You know, after coming off of a placement course that had no finishers, the fact that we were able to, you know, at least get one, absolutely astounding. And every single other competitor who did not advance more than put up a fight. They did such a good job on all those obstacles. And now on the screen, you can see our 3 amateur female competitors. We got Braylon, Raisa, and Caitlin. All 3 of them might potentially be advancing depending on the rules. Isn't it where you complete, if you complete 3 obstacles, I believe you advance?
Yeah. So Raisa and oh no. Jordan's getting a rerun. Yeah, I noticed that.
A rerun.
Yeah, I noticed that. Jordan, okay, well that throws a little bit of a wrench in things. But Jordan is already in the top 4, so I guess he can just try to do something crazy here. And the better of his 2 runs will count.
Yeah, this is just a kind of like a fun run, honestly. Like, it does not matter how he does. He's still advancing no matter what. But, you know, he has a chance to potentially steal David's top time.
I would hate to be David, but let's see. Doesn't go for the big jump immediately. Does eventually size it up.
Yeah, he's just moving very strongly through this course. This is the third course that he's ran today. So, you know that he's definitely feeling at least some sort of exhaustion by this point. I mean, but he's going to keep moving.
You know, he doesn't look that fatigued. I mean, I guess it's been a little bit since he ran.
Yeah, he's at least got some time to rest, but wow, look at what he's done. You know, the fact he's already been on the course once before, that more than definitely helps him here. Heading straight into the spinning ledge. What can he do here? Able to stick that, and now got the flywheels in front of him.
Wow, look at how ahead he is of David. Going for the links. Oh, no, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, taking one backswing on each of the second and third wheels. And that sets him 18 seconds ahead. Wow.
Oh my gosh. Jordan on an absolute massacre here.
Yeah, he's just demolishing this course here. The Lego fanatic from Cleveland, Ohio, doing so good right here. Minute 32 obstacles left. This is just insane to see how he's been doing. Not even been on the course for 2 minutes. So if he's able to complete this obstacle, he will be in second place.
You know, the funny thing is, Jordan is all about the water. He's a scuba diver and a lifeguard, but he hasn't gotten wet a single time during this route. Well, there's no water, but... Okay, well, he's in second. And he could bring this out. He has a minute left. More than enough time.
Yeah. Could we see a back-to-back finish here? Come on. Okay, got one. Got arguably the harder of the two transitions. Now got your standard flying bar cradle. And now just a dismount. Come on.
Building it up. Jordan is there! And he gets the top time!
Wow, that was insane! Went from a 4th place finish to a 1st place finish. Absolutely amazing.
Okay. Well, I feel a little bit bad for David, but still, I mean, at the end of the day, he's moving on. That will be something to think about in the Premier Series Finals in November. Once again, well, that kind of threw a wrench in the leaderboard a little bit, but Jordan bumping into first just like that.
That's just amazing. And yeah, on your screen, Jordan Holub will now be taking first. Got 2 clears, 2 non-finishers. Hikmat and Oliver will be advancing. Unfortunately, none of the competitors who did not place in the top 4 beforehand, their placements have not been affected, so they still will unfortunately not be advancing, but still a great result from every single one of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, the better of the 2 runs was going to count, so at worst, he would have remained in 4th. But again, 2 amateur female athletes will be advancing as well. Of course, our 1 finisher. You know, for the first time this whole weekend, we actually got 2 people to beat the course in 1 division.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, Braylon and Raisa.
Yeah, hopefully, you know, that trajectory continues as we head into our next divisions, which will be coming up in a few minutes.
Well, yeah, we are going to be going into the teen division soon enough. So if you want to watch that, stick around. But for those who came and went for the amateur division, I mean, it was crazy. We saw a lot of trouble with the placement course. This challenge course, eventually, our competitors began to surmount it. I mean, any closing thoughts, Jamie?
Not really. I am just absolutely in awe of what these competitors were able to do. Like, I entered the division very afraid that we weren't going to be able to have any clears, but no. Back to back, absolutely amazing, Kane. I have enjoyed this so much. And, you know, for the first division of the day, we still got 2 more left, teens and elite, so it'll only get better from here.
Yeah, that's the way I see it too. The teen and elite divisions are going to be absolutely crazy. For those astute enough to watch all the divisions, you won't want to miss it. But until then, I have been Kane, joined by Jamie. Goodbye.
Peace out, y'all.